I support hookup culture, but it has to be done right. As someone who's been a serial dater for probably 5 to 6 years combined, I've had my fair share of mixed opinions from people I've spoken to about whether or not they think casual dating and flings are a good idea. I should also preface by saying I'm now in a happy, fulfilled, monogamous relationship, but I do think it's great if people enjoy a casual dating period at least once in their life. I've had my fair share of fun, and I've also had about 2 to 3 serious relationships that have came out of my casual dating. And I've also had my fair share of short-term experiences that were meaningful, fun, and ended on a good note. It seems like both sides have mixed opinions on whether or not it's good or bad. The bad sides that I've heard, especially from the female's perspective, is that some guys are just weird, some guys underperform, there's a lot of issues with ghosting, and there's a lot of issues with dishonesty. I know several guys that also play the dating game, and it seems like a lot of them have issues with transparency and honesty, and they lack setting up expectations from the beginning. Most of their problems in the dating world come because of those reasons. If you aren't brutally honest up front about exactly what your expectations are, whether or not you're going to be exclusive, whether or not it's a one-night stand, and whether or not it's strictly for casual fun, this is where both sides end up getting hurt. As a guy, if we're intending to share experiences with more than one partner and we want to play the field, it's very important that we set these expectations up front and from the beginning. In all of my dating app profiles, I would always put nothing serious in my bio to make sure that it was very clear that I was not there for a relationship. If you go throughout the process of dating these people and talking to these people on dating apps, typically most of the time it'll be respected for being honest up front, because otherwise some girls think they might be getting played. Once the conversation starts, I would typically say something along the lines of, "Hey, by the way, just wanted to make sure, is that nothing serious part of my bio okay? And if not, just let me know." And most of the time they'd be like, "I wouldn't be talking to you still if it wasn't okay," or "Wow, I can't believe that you are trying to hook up with me," or something like that, and then I just move on to the next person. If you're planning on hanging out with your potential date only once as a one-night stand, or you're looking for a short-term friends of benefits, or even if you're looking for a relationship, these are all things that should be discussed beforehand while you're on the app or while you're in your first date. Now, all of this can definitely be unhealthy, especially when a couple factors are in play. If you're using sex as a means to conquer someone or conquer people, and you're trying to add to your list just for the sole fact of an ego boost, or you're using sex as a way to validate yourself, or you're basically just hurting people left and right because you're not setting the expectations from the beginning, this is where the toxic hookup culture starts to really take place. A lot of people start getting hurt, a lot of feelings are misunderstood, and people are basically just treated like objects as they go through this, when in reality, if it's done right, the hookup culture and the hookups and the casual dating can actually be a lot of fun, it can be liberating, and it can be a great experience for two people to come together and enjoy whatever it is that they decide to enjoy. Sex can be an incredible experience. You get to try new kinks, you get to try new interests, you get to explore all of these things that you want to. You get to find out what you like, what you don't like, what you want in a partner, what you don't want in a partner, and there's so many opportunities to just find out all of these incredible things and just share these amazing experiences with someone new. When you're young, and especially before you decide to commit to a long-term serious relationship, this can really help your future partner because you're more experienced, you know what you're doing, you know what you like, and typically as you go throughout the motion of exploring and trying all these things, you develop better communication throughout all of it. And although, yes, I do agree that some people might say that it's better to just do this with one person and one person only, I also think it's a better idea to try things with multiple people, find out what you like, and then find your person that fits with exactly what you want.